Let's all stand. We'll turn to page 410. 'Tis so sweet. Page 410.
Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise, just to know, thus saith the Lord. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I've proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more. Oh, how sweet to trust in Jesus, just to trust his cleansing blood, just in simple faith to plunge me 'neath the healing, cleansing flood. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I've proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more. Yes, 'tis sweet to trust in Jesus, just from sin and self to cease, just from Jesus simply taking life and rest and joy and peace. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I've proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more. I guess there's just 3 verses in that one.
All right, maybe seated. Take some prayer requests tonight. Any prayer requests? Brother Joe? Unspoken.
Pray for Cynthia. She's obviously out of town. She's in Texas helping Brian. They're getting paperwork and all for housing and different things like that. Pray for our house situation. We're in the throes of inspections and various things. Really, the next big thing will be the appraisal. And the specific prayer request is that the appraiser will, yes, appraise, thanks. Won't keep us from getting the USDA loan that we really need to get. So pray for that, if you would. And I don't have a date yet. It should be sometime this week or beginning of next week.
All right. Anybody else?
Couple unspokens, and pray for my sister. She's got some health issues going on.
Catch that person.
Yes, unspoken sister health issue.
Brother Paul?
Still praying for their families. They have COVID. It's an older couple living in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Anybody else?
Pastor? Yes, sir. So I have 4 updates for you. The wars in Italy, we get their prayer letters are just every month right on the dot because he's military, so he's very structured and everything. But really, it didn't have any specific prayer requests to lift up, just some really wonderful stories of some soul winning out in the neighborhoods there. And I have posted his letter up on the board there. You can get by and see that. The Tamangs in Nepal. And anybody here? I know with our Adopt a Missionary ministry that we're doing there, and a lot of folks aren't here on Wednesday nights that are participating. Anybody have the wars? Anybody here have the wars? No? How about the Tamangs? Anybody have the Tamangs? No, that's okay. Okay, the Tamangs in Nepal, they have a building project. That was kind of their big prayer request. They've been working on this. They've been raising money for I guess, an orphanage, a piece of property to build something for the children, the large children's ministry that they have that they're working on. And also their daughter Tara, and she has some health issues that she's been working through, and it's really just kind of up and down. They just continue to lift her up in prayer. The Polancos in the Dominican have their prayer letter up there as well. Really, I think I mentioned this in Sunday school. This is a really neat letter. There's a lady in their church that teaches in one of the public schools there in Nagua, and she was able to get Jeff in to preach in one of the classes. And at the end, he gave the whole gospel and everything. At the end, he was wrapping things up and just kind of said, okay, talk to me later on, we can talk. And then some of the kids were like, no, let's deal with this right now. And 25 to 30 kids prayed to be saved in that setting there, and he's all excited about that. But that's the good side and the blessings, but they're facing some very heavy, stringent restrictions in the Dominican. They have nationwide restrictions. You can't go in any public facility without being vaccinated, showing your vax card, or producing a negative test result weekly. And so it's just, it's kind of the crazy world we live in, but just pray for them on that. And then I got a forwarded email from Ms. Opal about Paul Deku Jr. and his health situation. He's been in the hospital for the last week and a half-ish. Just a lot of serious things. They almost lost him a few days ago, but he's improving. He's having some good strides in improvement. The medicines are working, and they're praying right now that he'll be able to get strong enough to be able to take him off of the ventilator and to be able to start eating on his own. They have him on a feeding tube and all that, but he is getting better and stronger little by little, but he's got a long way to go. And so just continue to lift him up in prayer. And Brother Rusty, if you lift those up tonight.
Lord, God, we thank you for just giving us this wonderful day, Lord, just to be able to just meet in your house. Lord, as fellow believers, Lord, we just get to come to this place on Wednesday night in the middle of the week, Father. Lord, we can deal with many things throughout our week out in the world, and Lord, this is just a beautiful place to come. Lord, we can just gather together, Lord, we can share our burdens with one another. And Lord, as we take these burdens, we lift them up to you. Lord, we ask that you just hear each and every one of them. Lord, that you just answer these prayer requests according to your will, Father. Lord, we just have many unspoken, some that were mentioned, some that aren't mentioned. Lord, we just, Miss Brenda's unspoken, Joe's unspoken. Lord, we know there are many others, we're all dealing with stuff and different obstacles in our lives. And Lord, we just ask that you just meet each and every one of us in a special way. And Lord, just give us the guidance and the wisdom that we need each and every day. Lord, be with Miss Brenda, Lord, just touch her and Lord, just guide her, give her the understanding and the wisdom that she needs to deal with what's burdening her, as well as Joe. And Lord, just pray that you just do them, Lord, just give them the guidance, Lord, just show them the path that you have them on. Lord, just whatever he's dealing with, Lord, you just help him to make the right decision. Lord, we just pray for Miss Cynthia and just South Texas, helping Brian with everything going on there. Lord, just thank you for allowing her to get there safely. Lord, just help that that would just be a blessing time just for them to get to spend together. Lord, that you just give her a safe trip back home as well. Lord, we are praying for Pace, Lord, just their house situation. Lord, you've got them this far, you've got a house prepared for them. And Lord, you've worked out details so far. And Lord, we just praise her, Lord, we ask that you just help them to just come in and do their job correctly, but Lord, just that it will just work out. That the Pace will be able to get the USDA loan, Lord, just that would just be a blessing. Lord, we ask that you just work that miracle out for them to make this process smoother and just lighter on them, Lord, to just take that burden away. And Lord, we ask that you just continue to be with them, continue to keep their spirits up, continue to help them keep their eyes on you through all of this, Lord, just to help them to trust that you have this situation in your hands and you will deliver them out of this. Lord, we are praying for Miss Brenda's sister and the different health issues going on there. Lord, we don't know all the details that you do. And Lord, you are the ones that are helping her heal, different doctors and nurses that are helping her along the way. Lord, we ask that you just continue to give them the wisdom and guidance that they need to do the job, Lord, just to help her get better, help her feel better. Lord, we ask that you would just step in and just touch her body, Lord, just put your healing hands upon her. And Lord, just help her to get better, whatever she's dealing with health-wise. be with them, Lord, just continue to give them strength and comfort each day, Lord, just help them get better and better. Lord, just help them to be pain-free, just take away this burden that is causing them so much trouble right now. Lord, just help the sickness to just leave the body, Lord, and just continue to get better and heal from this. Lord, we are praying for our missionaries all around the world. Lord, just all the work they're doing for you. And Lord, just continue to bless their ministries. Lord, we are thinking of a few families in particular tonight, thinking of the wars in Italy. Lord, we're just hearing good praises from them. Not many prayer requests, but Lord, we ask that you just continue to be with their ministry. And Lord, just help to encourage them. And Lord, just keep their spirits up, keep them doing your work. Lord, we are thinking of the Tsangs and their daughter. Lord, she's dealing with some health problems right now. We ask that you just be with her. And Lord, we just lift her up, and Lord, just help her to deal with whatever she's dealing with right now. Lord, that you would just help her body to recover from whatever she's fighting. And Lord, there's prayer requests that need property for building an orphanage. Lord, we just ask that you just continue to bless there, continue to provide. And Lord, just point the right people in the right direction to cross their path, Lord, that they would be able to just help that situation. And Lord, that we ask that they would just keep their eyes on you through all of this, Lord, just that they would trust that you can do anything, and through you all things are possible. And Lord, that they would just continue to look for you for guidance and wisdom. Lord, we are praying for the Broncos, and Lord, just a blessing to hear that story of Brother Jeff, and being able to just preach to all those kids, and Lord, their excitement to just know the gospel and hear it, and want to follow through and just make decisions for you. Lord, just it's a blessing to hear that story. It's very encouraging. Lord, just hear your work is being done around the world. And Lord, just all the different restrictions that they're dealing with as well. Lord, we ask that you just continue to bless them, continue to keep their spirits up. Lord, just continue to help them find ways to get around those restrictions, to just continue to just preach your word. Lord, we are praying for Brother Decker Jr. and just, Lord, just all his health problems that he's been dealing with lately. Lord, that he would just continue to be with him, continue to work miracles there. Lord, time and time again, you show that the doctors are thinking that their work is done, that they cannot do anything else, and that there's no hope for people. Lord, that you step in and you take over and you say, it's my turn. And Lord, it's just the healing that you've already done in his life. Lord, we just thank you for that. Lord, we thank you for keeping the family spirits up. Lord, just them being concerned and them being just around them. Protect you and just, Lord, just showing their support. Lord, you're blessing that situation there. You're keeping everybody's spirits up and keeping them healed. And Lord, just day by day, you just continue to help them recover. Lord, we ask that you just continue to do that. Continue to have your healing hands upon him. And Lord, as each day goes by, Lord, we ask that you just continue to give his body strength and help him to recover quickly. Lord, Miss Opal was asking for prayer for herself, for her peace of mind, dealing with this situation as well. She's come to she's gotten very close to this family, and she feels that she is a part of this family now. And Lord, just she's burdened by this. Lord, we ask that you give her peace of mind, and Lord, help her as well to trust you that you've got the situation in your hand. Lord, we do ask for your blessing on tonight's service. Lord, that just everything that would go on here, all the singing and all the preaching, Lord, that it would just be your glory and your honor. We thank you for your goodness to us each and every day, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All right, give a couple announcements. Lord's Supper on the 24th, just a couple weeks from now, that Wednesday night, and we'll be having that. So make sure you're here partaking of that. And it's always a special time. God's people can get together and focus in on the Lord's sacrifice for us. Homeschool party, Christmas party on December 10th. And make sure if you're interested in that, any homeschoolers interested in participating in that, make sure you communicate with Miss Sandra for the details, and she can know that you're coming, so she can make the right preparations. This Sunday morning, right, we're going to start having the children's choir practice. If you're interested in being part of the children's choir from ages 5 to 11. So Brother Paul, I know they need a bass, but I don't know.
And if they can't read yet, it's okay.
So Brother Paul, it's okay. I mean, so, I'm kidding. But so she was going to work with you. But any kids 5 to 11 interested in the children's choir, they're going to start practice this Sunday morning right after the main service for about 10 minutes or so. And after every Sunday morning, they'll be having their practices, so you can mark that down. January 10th, the second Sunday evening of the year, the coming year, we'll be having our annual business meeting, or at least the next business meeting, I should say. So mark that on your calendar, and be going over finances and just what's going on, ins and outs, and people have questions, and you can throw bricks and all that good stuff. And you know, some of you are like, I'm arguing, but I mean, there wasn't even a peep out of that. So some of you are thinking, I got more than bricks coming at you. I don't know what it is, but I'm
Did you
prepared.
say January 10th?
January 10th.
Isn't that a Monday?
Is it a Monday? Maybe it's not the 10th, maybe it's the 9th. Where's my calendar? Who's got a calendar on? Brother Joe? No? Oh, it's up there. Is it the 9th? Is that the second Sunday?
10th is a Monday, so it must be a 9.
Don't come here on the 10th.
Yeah, night.
I'm sorry, I was flipping through my phone, I just grabbed that. I knew it was the second Monday, the second Sunday of the month. So January 9th will be the business meeting, so you can mark that down. And visitation this Saturday, 10:45, so you come on out for that.
Let's all stand again, turn to page 157, Grace Greater Than Our Sin, page 157. Ushers, please come on at last verse.
Marvelous grace of